Have you ever wondered what makes popcorn, well, pop? The answer is in the science. What? You don't believe me? Let me show you. What just happened? Besides the obvious balloon popping in my face, don't you just hate when that happens? Pressure, that's what happened. Let's explore this a little closer. Popcorn starts out as a kernel. There are 3 parts to the kernel. Pressure builds until finally it can't hold any more and pop! The steam and gel burst through the pericarp or outwall of the kernel. The outer shell breaks open and the kernel changes into the fluffy goodness we know as popcorn. So voila, there you have it, yummy popcorn.
Chocolate starts off as a bean that lives in a pod from a cocoa tree. The pods are picked or harvested from the tree. They are cut open and the beans are scooped out. The beans are then left out in the sun to dry. The dried beans are then shipped to the factory. There can be slight differences in how chocolate is processed, but in general, beans are cleaned, roasted, and ground into a thick paste. Sugar, milk solids, and other flavors are mixed into the paste and eventually cooled in molds.
I've just read a headline saying that chocolate is on track to go extinct in 40 years. We can run this story through the Bologna detector test using 3 simple steps. Check your feelings, check the source, and check the facts. Our feelings sometimes mess around with the ability to make decisions. This is called bias. Now I'm free to move on to step 2. Check your source. Apparently, the cocoa tree, the thing that chocolate comes from, may go extinct by 2050 because of warmer temperatures and drier weather conditions. Whoa, this sounds like science. I love science. Turns out this article is about mapping the cacao tree genome. That's learning about the tree's DNA. We call this type of news clickbait. An article is clickbait when they use fake or misleading headlines to trick us into clicking and sharing. Just because something's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. You've got to check the facts! Even though there is interesting science and true facts in this article, the headline falsely represents them, so this article is clickbait. It's baloney.